So I'm outside with the dogs. The reason they're getting antsy is because they chased the cat up the tree. They really literally chased the cat up the tree. Like the cat is up the tree. Let's go see the cat. Oh my God. Do y'all see the cat? Do you see the cat? Up the tree, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. The cat is up the tree. Look at the eyes beaming. What that is a cat staring down at me from the top of a tree. Like, this is a dope ass.
Blackie, how are you? Back up, back up, back up. So Blackie is pregnant. You see those boobs? Look at those breasts. Yeah, I know when I say look at those boobs, it's funny. That's Silver, but Blackie is pregnant. Can you tell? Can you tell? Hey, Blackie. Hey, back up, back up, back up. No, back up. Look at her, look at her. Come here, Blackie. No, let's see Blackie. Yeah, look at her. You see those tits? Yeah. Puppy's on the way, puppy's on the way.
And she don't play that. She's like, leave my babies alone. She's like, leave my babies alone. Look at the white one. Look at that white one. Look at the white one. Yeah. Happy birthday, babies. You know, the funny part is today is actually my birthday also, right? That's crazy. Yeah, happy birthday to me also. Yeah. Happy birthday to the babies. Happy birthday to me. And look at this big guy. He like, yo. Yeah, you gotta stay in the cage, man, because I don't trust these guys around the kids yet. So they get to stay in the cage for now. But eventually, you get to meet the babies also, correct? Yeah, you get to meet the babies soon. Stop.
Autopsy. Get problem out with your subjects. Not the yarn about figures, that's the wrong topic.
Stop. Stop. Why are you all by yourself over here? Stop. Stop it. See the dad? Look at the baby. They look just alike. Look at the dad and the baby. They look just alike. But you want to see the real Silver? I think this is the real Silver right here. Who do you think is more silver? Because this one has a little bit of brown to it. But if you notice this one, and he has a little bit of white. Why that one look just like the dad? Baby, daddy. Starlight, come here. That's grandma right there. That's grandma right there. Are you pregnant again? Your belly's looking big over there. Hey, big mama. Hey, big mama. Hey, big papa. And look at this too. Look at this too. Look at this too. As young as they are fighting already. Look who came to say hi. Stop. Look at these ones. See what the dad is doing? Keep nudging the puppy. I don't know if that is training or what that is supposed to be. And look at this. Look at these little guys. Bringing them out to get some sunlight. Actually, they are for sale. So if you want a dog, let me know. Just DM me. DM me. Lucky. If you want a puppy, that is daddy right there. That is their dad. And this guy is cute. This one is cute. Look at this all white one. Yeah, boy. How are you? How are you? Daddy is saying what's up. I don't know why the dad keep doing that. Is he training them? Is he messing with them? That is the dad. This is the first time I'm letting the dad meet the babies, right? I'm trying to see how he is with them. Do you think it's too early? Do you think it's too early? And there go Big Mama right there. Big Mama, Big Mama. She barks when you call her Big Mama. I was gonna say what the song actually says, but she barks when you call her Big Mama. Hey, Big Mama. Ruff, ruff, ruff. She didn't bark. I did. All right. These are the puppies. This guy looked just like his dad. This one looked just like the mom, except it has a little bit more white. And then this one looked like the cousin. This one looks like Caramel, which is another cousin, except this is a female. And you have, I don't know his name yet. I don't really know their name yet, but I'll give them all a name soon, based on their personality and behaviors. Based on their personalities and behaviors. But as you can see, they are definitely enjoying the sunlight. They are definitely enjoying the sunlight. Yep. Look at this little guy. How you doing, Big Mama? Stop fighting for affection. Stop fighting for affection. Stop fighting for love. Stop fighting for love. Why do they fight for love now? Well, the weather is nice today. I figured I should let the dogs, the puppies, especially the puppies, get some vitamin D. It's important for us humans, and I'm sure it's important for dogs also. That's a good dad. That's a good dad. Like, I thought he would like be trying to hurt the puppies, but as you can see, he is actually being nice. And they're looking at him like he has boobs, but he does not have boobs. The dog is trying to suck. That is a penis, guys. That is not breast. You would soon learn. You would learn. As you can see, right? They're trying to suck on come here, Starlight. Silver. What's up, big boy? What's up, big boy? This is the big man, Silver. Silver is a dad now. Look at him. He a dad now. A year ago, he was a puppy also. I will show you a picture of him or a video of him when he was a puppy. Just keep watching these videos and you would see baby Silver. Stop.
Stop.
So this is the runt. I believe that's what they call the runt of all my dogs. This is the smallest dog. Like, the dog is so little. The mom actually peed on it, and I had to rinse the mom's pee off the dog. So now we be in the shed in the backyard for my new addition. We have all these dogs now, and I got the base already. I got this extra wood, and we're gonna make this happen. I have been working. I have been working. So I told you I was gonna build a shed, and I did that already. Look at this, guys. So this is the shed I built. Look at the side of it. So the dog have an indoor home, right? They can go inside, and also they can come outside. This is the side of it. So I still got a little bit of work to do. I still have a little bit of work to do. If you notice the hole, I'm not putting the concrete there yet. But the good part is, I could actually keep the dog here and have a little space out there where they could come outside and actually capture the sunlight. And then they can go back in their house, which is another space where they can avoid the sun and the rain. Yeah, so this is what I got so far. What's up, Blue? How are you? It's puppies being puppies, man. Puppies being puppies. So it's a little play fight, a small play. When they start getting too aggressive, I would stop them. But as of right now, they are playing. Stop. He got you on that one. Yeah. Get the eyes on this little guy. Daddy dog. I know. This brown guy right here, I'm not sure, but so far he seems to be the most aggressive. So I'm trying to get him to calm down because he doesn't like sharing his food or his toy. So I gotta break that bad habit because it just requires training. You gotta nip it in the bud in this early years, you know. Right now they're about almost 2 months old. Almost 2 months old. That's the big guy right there. What's up? What's up? What's up, Silver? What's up, Silver? So, people asking me if these are pits. They are with the bully families. It's a Stafford for real, but these are little Staffies. A friend of mine is trying to convince me they're pits, but I believe they are all Staffies. All right. Just puppies being puppies. They do this all the time. Just puppies being puppies. Yeah. And look at this guy. Loves attention. So I got people on TikTok making fun of my doghouse. Even though I told them it's just a work in progress, but they saying all these crazy comments, leaving all these comments underneath my post, trying to clown my DIY project. But look, it works. Look, it works. Look at all of them. 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 Look at all of them having fun. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Blue? Look at these little guys. They're all having a blast. Even though they're trying to make fun of my project. So I have to teach the dog to stop jumping in when I'm petting. Move when I'm petting another. I can't pet a dog without Silver coming to take the space of the dog I'm petting. What's up, black guy? What's up, silver guy? Blue guy? What's up, pretty, pretty, pretty? What's up, pretty, pretty, pretty? Look at all of them. 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 Having
Story
fun.
of me and I'm enough. Tell I be, make you call, make we yarn. Make we talk, get to know each other hand. Story of me and I'm enough. Tell I be, make you call, make we yarn. Make we talk, get to know each other hand. Nothing strange if we hold each other hand. When you get touched down, we could just hang. This thing complicated.
They start very young. They start very young. How you doing, dirty? Need to take a shower. What's up, black and white? I don't have a name for this guy yet, but what do you think about this color? What's up, black and white? What's up, black and white? How are you? Look what I have here. I have this little turtle crawling out of this little habitat I created for it. Still a work in progress. I'm not done yet. I found the turtle. I always wanted to make a koi pond, but I was not sure when I was going to do it, but this was always an intention of mine. So the turtle actually inspired the process and inspired me to do what I said I was going to do. I know it's really tacky right now, but the end result should look good. But this is the deep part. And what's up, Mr. Turtle? As you can see, all the shadows. That is just because it's dark out here right now, and it is night. I'm not sure what time it is, but I figured since I got all this pets, animals, I figured, I mean, they're not for sale, but I can share them with the world, and hopefully that inspire you to be creative and try something new. So this is what I have so far. This is really what it looks like. So when it rains, right, the water comes down that way. So instead of the water just flowing through, I created it in such a way that the water could flow into that deep part. I got a couple of fishes at the bottom right now. You probably cannot see them because the water is kind of cloudy, but it could flow from there and then come right here, and this part, if you notice, the water is still kind of dirty, but I'm going to drain this out. Just a work in progress. I just started this for real. And right over here, this is where most of the, like, that is more for the turtle. And then when it's filled up, you will see water come all the way here. And this part right here is going to be for the koi fish. And if you notice, this is what it looks like from a distance. My neighbor's been looking at me like, what is this guy working on? He's always digging something. Yeah, I like to do a lot of DIY projects. I like to see what I'm able to do or think of something and make it happen, if that makes any sense, you know. So the mind is a beautiful thing to waste. If your mind could conceive it, I believe you should be able to bring it to life. That is my shovel. Looks like the turtle is trying to do some work. Look what I have here. I have this little turtle crawling out of this little habitat I created for it. It's still a work in progress. I'm not done yet. I found the turtle. I've always wanted to make a koi pond, but I was not sure when I was going to do it, but this was always an intention of mine. So the turtle actually inspired the process and inspired me to do what I said I was going to do. I know it's really tacky right now, but the end result should look good. But this is the deep part. And what's up, Mr. Turtle? As you can see, all the shadows, that is just because it's dark out here right now. And it is night. I'm not sure what time it is, but I figured since I got all this pets, animals, I figured, I mean, they're not for sale, but I could share them with the world, and hopefully that inspire you to be creative and try something new. So this is what I have so far. This is really what it looks like. So when it rains, right, the water comes down that way. So instead of the water just flowing through, I created it in such a way that the water could flow into that deep part. I got a couple of fishes at the bottom right now. You probably cannot see them because the water is kind of cloudy, but it could flow from there and then come right here, and this part, if you notice, the water is still kind of dirty, but I'm going to drain this out. It's still a work in progress. I just started this for real. And right over here, this is where most of the, like, that is more for the turtle. And then when it's filled up, you will see water come all the way here. And this part right here is going to be for the koi fish. And if you notice, this is what it looks like from a distance. My neighbor's been looking at me like, what is this guy working on? He's always digging something. Yeah, I like to do a lot of DIY projects. I like to see what I'm able to do or think of something and make it happen, if that makes any sense, you know. See, the mind is a beautiful thing to waste. If your mind could conceive it, I believe you should be able to bring it to life. That is my shovel. looks like the turtle is trying to do some work. Well, let me show you what the deeper part of this enclosure or this little outdoor habitat I made for my turtle and tortoise. That is a tortoise. And the one in here in the deep part is the turtle. If you could look, there's a couple of koi fish in there already. You see that little red spot that is glowing? Yeah, I think I got like 4 fish in there. This bug is gonna get eaten by the turtle very soon. Keep messing around. And the turtle is at the bottom, but right now it hears my voice, so it is kind of scared. And then this little guy, the tortoise, swim. So this guy right here is not really, the water is not really its home. But if you notice, it will manage, but it will try to get out, and eventually it will get out. And once it gets out, I guess the next thing it would be to forage for food. If you notice, it's swimming like I told you. It will get out. I call him Slowly. His name is Slowly. I'm not saying because when I say I call him Slowly, it's like a double entendre. You would think I'm saying, when I say his name, I'm saying it slowly. No, actually, the name of this tortoise is Slowly. That is his name. His name, I call him Slowly. Like, my name is Nathaniel. The name of the tortoise is called Slowly. Don't laugh at it, but that is his actual name. I named him myself. Anyhow, the big guy does not want to be seen. When he decides to stick his head out, I will show you what that looked like. But this is what the enclosure looked like so far. It's still a work in progress. My turtle, my tortoise, my koi fish, all of them are, they're all chilling. Some big old ants, look at that. So this is where we are. This is what we have so far. My plants are looking pretty decent, but still a lot of work to do. What's up, buddy? How are you? So it's out of the water. I'm sure that was kind of exhausting, swimming and climbing up that wall, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm sure that was exhausting. So he's just kind of like catching his breath right now. But I'm out here letting them forage for food for a little bit. I'm actually gonna take him back in the house to his actual enclosure. But during the day, I let them come out here to forage for food. And once I'm done with this little project right here, the goal will be to cover it up with a little bit of net. What I mean, the net is gonna cover all this spot. When I say it's gonna cover it up, like, you could still see the plants. The plants are gonna grow through. You know, it's just the only thing that cannot escape would be the turtle. The fish will be able to swim through this entire tunnel, right? And the water that comes from my drain, notice that is almost like a gutter right now. On this side of it, I'm gonna put a PVC pipe. A PVC pipe is gonna come on the other side. So, and it's gonna be more towards the top. It's gonna be sitting more towards the top. So when this little pond fills up, the overflow would flow right out through the PVC into the grass. And any of the koi fish that swims towards the grass, they would soon realize they're heading in the wrong direction. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house. I purchased this property about how long ago now? I gotta look at the date, but not too long ago. You know, so a lot of the work I'm doing right here, A lot of it is being DIY. It's being DIY. I'm doing what I can do by myself, and the things that I have to pay for, I'm going to pay for. So these are things I'm sure if I want to go get some kind of professional to do this for me, this is probably going to cost me over $1,000, if not even, maybe even more. And they're going to do it according to how they think or according to what I think. But being that I'm the one working on it, I think I have the freedom to do as much as I could think of. So basically, if I could think about it, I could bring it to life, right? And if it does not come out right, that means keep working on it. Like I said, it's a work in progress. We're gonna keep making progress, slowly but surely. This entire thing is gonna be done. And what's up, little guy? Say hi. Look at him. It's like, let me go. Really? Are you trying to stretch back and bite me? Did you see that? Like, look at this. Look at this. This guy is like, you're really flexible. Anyhow, yeah, this is my tortoise. This is his little home. This little place right here that I created for it. That is his little habitat. This one does not like the water that much. So I can guarantee you it's not going to go in that direction. Once it see the water, it's going to go in the opposite direction. Why the one in the water likes to stay in the water, except when he's starving, then he'll come out to forage for food. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I've been doing a lot of DIY projects around the house. I know I have my turtles, I have my fish, I have my dogs. So far, I got 2 turtles, I got like 8 fish, a lot of dogs, a lot of dogs. And eventually, we're gonna create a nice little home for them and make it look nice and comfortable for me and these little creatures. Anyhow, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. Bye. Look what I have here. I have this little turtle crawling out of this little habitat I created for it. Still a work in progress. I'm not done yet. I found the turtle. I've always wanted to make this one pun, but I was not sure when I was going to do it, but this was always an intention of mine. So the turtle actually inspired the process and inspired me to do what I said I was going to do. I know it's really tacky right now, but the end results look good. But this is the deep part. And what's up, Mr. Turtle? As you can see, all the shadows. That is just because it's dark out here right now, and it is night. I'm not sure what time it is, but I figured since I got all this pets, animals, I figured, I mean, they're not for sale, but I can share them with the world, and hopefully that inspire you to be creative and try something new. So this is what I have so far. This is really what it looks like. So when it rains, right, the water comes down that way. So instead of the water just flowing through, I created it in such a way that the water could flow into that deep part. I got a couple of fishes at the bottom right now. You probably cannot see them because the water is kind of cloudy, but it could flow from there and then come right here, and this part, if you notice, the water is still kind of dirty, but I'm going to drain this out. Just a work in progress. I just started this for real. And right over here, this is where most of the, like, that is more for the turtle. And then when it's filled up, you will see water come all the way here. And this part right here is going to be for the koi fish. And if you notice, this is what it looks like from a distance. My neighbor's been looking at me like, what is this guy working on? He's always digging something. Yeah, I like to do a lot of DIY projects. I like to see what I'm able to do or think of something and make it happen, if that makes any sense, you know. If your mind is beautiful to waste. If your mind could conceive it, I believe you should be able to bring it to life. That is my shovel. Looks like the turtle is trying to do some work. Well, all right, Silver, cage, Blackie, cage, everybody, cage, 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 now, cage, Silver, Blackie, cage, Starlight, cage. Starlight, cage. Cage, no, cage. Everybody, cage. 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 Back up, Blackie. Blackie, back up. Back up, Silver. Look at this, guys. They know there's an enclosure in there ready to avoid the rain. But no, they rather stay out here and act like they don't know what's up. If you want to get wet, suit yourself. But you know you could go in your cage and avoid the rain. So, this is my little DIY project. I got a couple of fishes in the pond already. That is one of them right there. That is another one. And if you notice, I have this little net. It's like metal covering it. And look at this little guy. And I think he got some food in his mouth. What are you eating? Is that a... Oh, he left the food alone. Did I scare you? Let's see what it was eating. It's a sludge. You see that sludge right there? Yeah, it's in a sludge. But so this is what it's looking like right now. I had to cover it with a net, so this little turtle has its own little habitat and it's safe in its little enclosure. It could forage for food, and in here, see that little pink koi fish? Do you see the red one? And also, I have another turtle on the inside. What I'm really trying to do right now is basically, it's hiding so you cannot see it. But this is what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like from a distance. I haven't gotten my PVC pipe yet, but that is part of the reason why you see all that water on this side. But when I get the pipe, I'm just gonna put that in. I already bored a hole already. All I'm gonna be doing is covering it up. And then when I cover it up, all you would see is sand covering it. And on the other end, I will have a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks on that end to avoid water from accumulating on that spot. So I did this today. No, I mean, I didn't do it all today, but I finished it today. I think I completed it. I think this is the complete product, or the completed project. But also I need to get a filter. If you notice, the water is kind of cloudy. It's not as clean as it could be. So once I get this filter, I think the turtle got another food. Let me see if I could catch it without scaring it. Let me see if I could zoom in. If I get close, it will run away. If I get close, I think it will drop its food. I think it's eating a sludge. I think it has a sludge. Is that what you call it? It looks like a snail, but it doesn't have a shell. So that is a sludge I think it has in its mouth. It's funny, this is all going on right in front of my house, in my little garden. You know, it's funny though. When I was much younger, I did have a lot of animals. Like I had a lot of chickens, goats, pigeons, guinea pigs, rabbits, fish. And now, as an adult, I feel like a kid again. Actually, I found a turtle while I was going for a run around the trail in my neighborhood, right? So I found the turtle around the trail in my neighborhood. And I've always wanted a koi pond. So instead of leaving the turtle inside the house, I felt like that was like, it's not a very good environment, you know? So I want to give the turtle environment that's natural as much as possible, something similar to its natural habitat. And this is what I came up with. I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm not sure if the turtle is happy or not, but I don't know. It seems to be finding a lot of food. Every time I see it, it seems like it has something in its mouth. Kind of like right now. Let's zoom in a little. What you got in your mouth, young fella? Do you see the mouth? Yeah. And that is another sludge right there on the side. Let's see if we could capture the turtle. Eat it. I'm not sure if he's gonna eat it because I think it already has something in its mouth. Except if it's really greedy, then it could just like, you know, take another bite. Yum, yum, you know, that kind of vibe. But what I'm thinking, it would probably have to drop what it already has in its mouth to be able to get that other sludge. The reason you can see this close is because I zoomed in on my iPhone. I think this iPhone 12. It's nothing fancy. Yeah. So, as you can see, the name of the turtle is called Slowly. If you watch my earlier shorts, you would have probably heard that already. I named this guy Slowly, so meet Slowly. Yeah, that's his name. I'm not sure. It's a box turtle. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female yet, but I would soon find out. Somebody was saying something about the male seem to have red eyes or something like that, while the female, the eyes is maybe a different color. Or maybe bigger eyes. I'm not sure what they were trying to say, but soon enough I would find out. I have 2 of them so far. I did not bite them. Usually, it seems like they seem to come out more when it rains. So the other day we had a storm in my neighborhood. Right after the storm, I decided to go for a run. I saw this little guy. Slowly, let's just call him his name. I saw Slowly, and this turtle, that's his name. So I saw Slowly, see he's trying to come out, but so far he's not been able to. So I feel like I've done a good job in trying to make sure he is safe and is not able to escape. So far, while I was going for my run, I met Slowly, and I did not pick him up immediately because I was doing like a 5K, which is like a 3-mile run, right? So imagine running and having a turtle in your hand. And I just started my run. I was about a mile into the run. So I decided if this turtle is still on my way back, I will pick it up, right? So on the way back, guess what? He was like halfway through the road. It was not even, I'm like, really? That is how he got his name, Slowly, in case you're wondering. And that is why I call him Slowly, because, like, dude, how can I run a mile and you are still trying to cross the road? Like, that is really slow. So that's where the name came from. And let me zoom out. This guy's still working at escaping, but so far I think I've done a good job in preventing that. And now I could just go to work, and hopefully when I come back it will still be in the same enclosure. Say hi to my fish. And then there's a bigger turtle on the inside, but I don't know if you could see him, but he's hiding underneath. You see this big rock, or this big, what do you call it, that little pavement right there? That's a little hiding space for them to go if they don't want to be seen. So I'm sure that bigger turtle is in there somewhere, because that is a turtle and this is a tortoise, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think about my DIY project. I don't even know what to call this. Let me zoom out so we can see it from a distance and just kind of like check out the entire thing. So that is from a distance. We're gonna come closer. This looks like a bridge, like a mini bridge. You see the water. You see some fish. This supposed to be like the drain, but I've turned it into something pretty amazing to look at. I think it is. Let's zoom back in and check out this guy and see where he's going. Remember, this guy is a tortoise. He really doesn't like water, but he is heading towards the water right now. I want to see if he's actually going to get in. Every time he's gotten in the water, it's because I just kind of like threw him in and I'm like, swim. And sometimes he swims and he climbs right back out. So I could guarantee you he's not going to go in the water. He's going to go somewhere else. I say he, just because I'm assuming it's a male turtle. Well, if I was a woman, I would probably be assuming it was a female turtle if I didn't know what the sex was, right? I don't know. That's just what I think. Like I said, the tortoise is not going to go in the water because it's not a turtle. A turtle would have gone in the water, but this tortoise would rather stay on land and just keep foraging for food. So yeah, enjoy the video. If you like it, subscribe to the channel. If you like the music on the channel, that is me. I'm an artist, and as you can tell, I do like wildlife. Animals, pets, whatever you want to call them. I like them more when I find them naturally in their natural habitats, not from going to a PetSmart or something like that and purchasing them. You know, like I would go fishing and catch a fish to put in a pond versus going to go buy a fish, if that makes any sense. Anyhow, check out the video, watch, share, like, subscribe. The name is Scar Niger. I'm on Instagram at Scar Niger. I'm on TikTok at Scar Niger. And let's share music. That is my independent record company. All the records that you may be listening to on the channel are all registered to my, independent label. But the funny part is, it's like not a lot of people are actually streaming the records though. My Toto and my dogs actually get more streamed than my music, which is kind of crazy. It's not like the music is not good. It's just one thing I've realized is like people are used to what they're used to. Even like I like Tupac, I like Jay-Z, I like Nas, I like Kanye West, those kind of artists or whatever. And I realized I like Damian Marley, I like Bob Marley. I like the entire Marley family, But I find myself listening to the same artist that I like over and over again. So that is why it's so much harder for independent artists to break through. That's what I think, because people are just gonna listen to the same 5 or 6, 7 artists that they listen to all the time. You would have to really, 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 really be trending, and the whole world is talking about you for them to like, I don't know, stop their usual and give you a chance. But the good part is I sold so many physical copies, so I moved so many physical copies, which is kind of weird when I say I moved physical copies. I'm talking about CDs. I did that. A lot of people laughed at it, but personally, I know how much. I moved over 50,000 copies, which is kind of crazy and kind of strange how it happened. At $20 a piece, that was a lot of money. But I went on TuneCore the other day to check out my streams on some of my records, and it had over 600,000 plays. I was like, wow. You wanna know how much that was? Like $290. So, which is kind of weird, right? So if you're an artist thinking you're gonna get rich from music, think again, man. You gotta be getting like Drake numbers, streaming wise, Kendrick Lamar numbers, And I feel like a lot of it is just exaggerated. You gotta really love your craft, and I like music, so I still do it. But I just realized there's so many other interests of mine that seems to be capturing more attention, if that's what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to build my channel, like it seems like my dogs are doing a better job than I am. It seems like my turtles are doing a better job than I am, which is crazy. I just realized it seems like people don't like people. I don't know if that's what it is, but they like animals though. They cannot hate on an animal. They can hate on pets, and I like my pets, so I'm hoping, yeah, you like them also. This video was supposed to be like 10 minutes long, but we're already at the 17-minute mark. Let's see if I can find you that turtle I told you about earlier that is in the pond. If I lift this up, let's see. Do you see the turtle? Do you see the shell? That is the shell. So I did a little bit of work because I'm holding the camera, my phone with one hand, and lifting that piece that's probably about 50 pounds with another. So just to show you that turtle. Yeah, the turtle is right there, and he seems to be doing well. I feel bad for those koi fish though, because he keeps chasing them, and I think he's gonna try to eat them. But they are pretty fast, and the turtle swims fast also. It's really fast in the water, but on land, it's pretty slow. It's probably moving at the same pace as this tortoise right here, right? So you saw the turtle. You saw 2 koi fish. They're getting big. They will get bigger. You saw 3 koi fish. How many do I have in here? Let's see if we can find another. It's more than 3. It's definitely more than 3. But of course, like I said, you have this platform, so they're hiding. But let's go see what's on the other end. Let's go see what is on the other end. So right here. Oh, that is another fish right there. That is another one, right? And I'm sure there are more. But the only thing is, those guys are stuck on this side. And look at this turtle over here. Still planning his escape. Still trying to find a way out. And got a piece of food in his mouth. You want to take my food and roll out? Is that what you're trying to do? If this was like jail, it would be like the... Which one? What was that place Trump was talking about reopening? Alcatraz. It would be like Alcatraz with turtles. Ain't no coming out, dude. And I'm going to bed, right? So check out the video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. What's up, little guy? Say hi. It's like, let me go. Really? Are you trying to stretch back and bite me? Did you see that? Like, look at this. Look at this. This guy is like, you're really flexible. Anyhow, yeah, this is my tortoise. This is his little home. This little place right here that I created for it. That is his little habitat. This one, he's not like the water that much, so I can guarantee you he's not going to go in that direction. Once he sees the water, he's going to go in the opposite direction. Why the one in the water likes to stay in the water. Except when he's starving, then he'll come out with forage, more food. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I'm doing a lot of DIY projects around the house. And I have my turtles, I have my fish, I have my dogs. So far, got 2 turtles, got like 8 fish, a lot of dogs, a lot of dogs. And eventually, we're gonna create a nice little home for them and make it look nice and comfortable for me and these little creatures. Anyhow, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. Bye. And what's up, little guy? Say hi. It's like, let me go. Really? Are you trying to stretch back and bite me? Did you see that? Like, look at this. Look at this. This guy is like, you're really flexible. Anyhow, yeah, this is my tortoise. This is his little home. This little place right here that I created for it. That is his little habitat. This one, he's not like the water that much, so I can guarantee you he's not going to go in that direction. Once he sees the water, he's going to go in the opposite direction. Why the one in the water likes to stay in the water. Except when he's starving, then he'll come out with forage, more food. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I'm doing a lot of DIY projects around the house. And I have my turtles, I have my fish, I have my dogs. So far, got 2 turtles, got like 8 fish, a lot of dogs, a lot of dogs. And eventually, we're gonna create a nice little home for them and make it look nice and comfortable for me and these little creatures. Anyhow, subscribe to the channel, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. So, I did expand the duplex I built for my dogs. They are currently having a family meal right now. I call it a family meal. The reason I call it a family meal is because the goal why I get them to eat together is so I could pick out the aggressors. So basically what I mean the aggressors, what I'm trying to say is that any dog that seems to be aggressive towards the others while eating, that one needs to be reprimanded, if that makes any sense. So right now you can see the big ones and the little ones, they're all eating together. Starlight, her ribs are showing just because she had babies, and you know, whenever dogs have babies they lose a lot of weight, a whole lot of weight, because I'm sure it took a toll on them. So my goal is to get her to recover and gain the weight back. You see that mark right there? That is from them fighting each other a little. So not because I got them fighting, I mean sometimes they get aggressive while they're eating. So part of the reason I'm watching them while they're eating is because I want to make sure the aggressors, whoever get aggressive towards one of the others, needs to be reprimanded, in the sense of I need to correct that. I need to correct that, you know, so it does not keep happening. How you doing, little guy? The food is over there. You should be on the other side. How you doing, Silver? All right, let's get you back eating so your mom don't have to do too much breastfeeding. I know you could barely eat, but just nibble as much as you can so you would not suck all her fat off through that milk process, the milking process, you know. So definitely for adults, human beings, a lot of women tend not to breastfeed their kids as long as they're supposed to, and then they complain of having all this baby fat after they have weight. The reason why you have the baby fat is because the babies are supposed to suck the fat off through the milk, right? But if you don't breastfeed, you'll be stuck with that fat, and that is an extra problem. So that's part of the reason Starlight has lost all this weight, because she's breastfeeding, and I gotta feed her and keep feeding her. And I'm feeding the babies also, so that way they will not need as much milk. They will be halfway full. So that is what is going on. So they're having a family meal. As you can see, nobody's been aggressive so far. You don't hear anybody growling, do you? That is what I'm watching for. When I hear the growl, whoever is growling needs to be corrected, because they didn't pay for the food. The food just kind of like came from the sky, like manners. You know, manna, is it manna? Like manna in the Bible, whatever. It's like a blessing. Imagine you're in this little enclosure, your little duplex over there that I built. I built it myself, actually. It's still a work in progress, because when it gets cold in the winter months, I will have to board up everything and, you know, build a heater in there and everything else. But this is their duplex. Let me show you what it's looking like so far. This is actually something this supposed to be resting on, but as you can see, they tore it up, getting all the foam out. The dogs will be dogs. I'm gonna have to go back in there and clean it up. I try to clean up the enclosure every 2 days. Well, if you notice, this is one little enclosure, and it goes in and it busts out on the other side. So you see this part that we're looking at right now. Let me show you exactly what happens when I step out. So this is their duplex. Don't laugh at it. It's a work in progress. I built it myself. I'm not a carpenter. I didn't go to school for carpentry. But I thought about something like this. This is what I wanted, and then I did it. It looks pretty tacky to some people, but to me, I'm glad I was able to do this without having to pay for it. And I showed you that corner, and you saw that little enclosure, and then this is a bigger enclosure over here, right? But if you come around on this side, watch this. The dogs have to exit. They can also come out from here. And you remember that other enclosure you were looking at? That is it right there. So that is like a living room, and then you got this little hallway, and you have the grass. So they can actually come out here and not feel trapped. So within this enclosure alone, they have more than enough room to run around, you know. So as the dogs get older, I'm gonna separate them, so they are gonna have their own little section. But as long as they don't get aggressive and they could keep interacting, eating, and doing everything with each other without trying to kill each other and hurt each other, we should be fine. So that is part of the reason I am training them to learn to eat together as a family. It's like family dinner. Yeah, they're crushing it. They are definitely crushing it. Yeah, so I got this big old tray and I just pour the entire food on it. And then they got water on the side. They got water right here. They have some more water right here. And then I just sit back and watch them. Look at this big guy. I think he may be pretty full. Silver, are you done already? You done already? You don't want any more? Look at your eyes, buddy. Ugh. I gotta wipe that off. All right, let's find something to clean that off. You on camera, baby. You can't be on camera looking like that. Hold up. Hold up. Spotlight, stop. All right, back to the video. So I cleaned his eyes a little bit. When I say you're on camera, you can't be on camera looking like that. You know, a bitch may be watching. I'm not cursing or anything. A female dog is called a bitch, right? So yeah, a bitch may be watching. Right. So Silver, that is Silver. It's a male dog, man. Yeah. Hey, Blue, come here. What are you doing over there? So you see this little spot right here? My neighbor on the other side, she has a little small dog. And whenever her dog barks, my dog responds barking as well. And sometimes I try to stop him. Blue, come here. Come here, don't go over there. I know you're a fool. And now you want to start messing around. Look at this little guy. He's done eating. He has one blue eyes. I don't know if you can see that. One blue eyes. He's done eating. And now he wants to go mess with the neighbor's dog. I'm gonna block that part off. It's just that tree is in my way. I need to buy one of those saws for chopping down trees so I could chop that stuff down and put a board over there and board it up. Starlight is the skinniest dog. This is the most recent to have babies. So look at this little guy right here. Look at his belly. I didn't think he had any teeth, but he does, obviously. He's eating so much. The only one that has a name so far is Blue. And I haven't named the others because Blue is the one I'm keeping. And the others, I'm trying to find home for them. So, if you know anybody who may be interested in adopting one of these guys, just leave a comment in the comment section. What's up, Starlight? Leave a comment in the comment section. And, what's up? Don't bite me. Silver, stop. This is like Blackie JR. They like twin. They're like identical. Look at this two guys. They look like they are identical twins. You see how similar they look? Yeah. And Silver has a Silver JR. Look at both of them. Look at their coat. It looks just alike. And of course, Blue has to come show himself. They love attention. They love attention. What's up, little guy? How are you? I want to see what you look like when you grow up. Would really like to see what you look like when you grow up. What's up, little guy? How are you? So, they're pretty much just all interacting with each other right now. They're full. And now it's time to play fight. Those two, the Silver one and Blue, those two are males. How you doing, young man? Look at all these branches. We had a storm the other day and all these branches fell in front of the house. I threw them in the back. I'm gonna let the leaf turn back into mulch, and the wood I'm gonna let them dry out, and who knows what I'm gonna use them for, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna come in handy. It's all matter. So yeah, the goal is to show you this little enclosure. I call it a duplex. It looks like the same structure as my house, except my house is much bigger. Right, and much nicer, but that is their duplex. Still a work in progress. I'm gonna put some side panel. I'm gonna actually build it to look similar to that when it's done, except it's just gonna be a smaller version. So this is just the structure. Like I said, it's a work in progress. Will be done soon. Yeah. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. So the dog really wants to come to me, but I told him to get back because I'm trying to watch him do what he does. If not, he'll be right underneath me and just, yeah, he's getting jumped. The kids are jumping him. That's what happened, you know, being jumped by the males. 4 generations of bullies. I call them the wolf pack. Really? Look at this guy. What are you doing? Are you pooping on my grass? Got caught red-handed. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Well, you know, when the dog poop on the grass, that is an issue for a lot of people. But the way I built the enclosure, they don't really use the bathroom inside. If you notice, on this side, you wouldn't even see any dog feces. Look, that's just food left over. You wouldn't see any dog feces because they know to step out here. That is a dog poop right there. So they know to step out here to poop. And while they're in this board, they tend not to do it over there. See, they're pretty smart, you know? You know? Look at this guy, he's playing tug of war. Why did you stop? Yeah, they see me coming, so they thinking they're being bad, that I'm gonna reprimand them. But that is why they stopped. But they would have kept going. You could keep going. Silver, stop. Alright, get back. Get back, Silver. Get back. Get back. Silver, get back. Yeah. When dogs do this, I think they're just showing affection. You know, it's like a group hug, a group kissing, all that. Look at them, they do that a lot. I've noticed that. So, and their tails are wagging, so it's just all affection. So these are my wolf pack. Get back. They need homes. I mean, Silver this is his home, but these babies, they are gonna need homes. People adopt. Goodbye. All you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section, and I will let you know where I'm gonna be, and you can pull up, we can meet up, or I'm not gonna be mailing any dogs. I'll let you know that much. But I am in Maryland though. Prince George's County. Is it PG County? No, not PG. I mean, I am in Maryland. I am in Maryland, not PG County though, but definitely I'm sure it's in a place where transactions can be made. What is all that about? What is all that about? So, still a lot of training to do. I still got a lot of training to do because all these guys, they got to be properly trained. I want to get them to listen. Stop! Really? How can you be picking on this little guy? Did you see that? He was picking on this little guy. Like, that's not cool. You know better. The dog do know better, but I don't know why he chooses to do that. And he needs to be reprimanded. Stop. So my young apple tree is getting transplanted. Yeah, this is the depth, and this is what it looks like so far. I got this little guy tagging along. So we're just gonna break this around it, 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 break this around it. Yeah. So if you notice, the tree is kind of bent right now. And the reason I chose this spot to plant it, my young apple tree, the reason I chose this spot to plant it is because when it rains, for some reason the water don't seem to accumulate around this area. And I think that would give it more water. We'll see what it does. All right, thanks for watching. I'm growing a young apple tree out here in Maryland. I'm in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I'm growing this young apple tree. What is going on right now? Silver, back up, Silver. What is going on right now is basically I'm putting it back in the soil. It was growing in a pot. This is the tree, and it's a young apple tree. I'm gonna take all these little guys off. You know, I don't want them competing for nutrients with the apple tree. So definitely taking these guys off. Yeah. How you doing, Silver? All right, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, Silver, back up, back up. There we go. Now, yeah, sit, stay right there. Okay, now, this is the apple tree. This is what I'm doing. I'm just taking these off. You know what's funny, right? Every time I go to the store, I'm always buying apples, the organic kind. And this is an organic apple tree. I'm not sure which specific seed it came from, but usually every apple that I like a lot, I tend to save the seeds, and this is one of those seeds that I saved. That means I must have liked it. I don't remember the taste, but the tree is bending. I'm gonna try to use something to keep it straight, right? Of something of that nature. So yeah, this is my young apple tree. I'm out here in Maryland. If you look over here, that is a tomato plant. That is a tomato plant. These are rows of tomato plants. Rows of tomato plants. Rows of tomato plants. Rows of tomato plants. And these are collard greens, collard greens, collard greens, collard greens. This is in Maryland. It's funny, right? These things, they grow easily. These are young tomato plants. This one is thriving, this one is thriving, this one is thriving, this one is thriving. This one looks good also. And this right here, Silver, back up, back up, back up. Yeah, get back. This right here, it's a young pepper plant. This right here is a young pepper plant. If you notice, I got them in rows. They are growing. I'm trying to get this guy to not step on them. So that's why I keep telling them to back up. Anyhow, right over here, I believe I got a watermelon also. This is my young watermelon. And so, yeah. That is what I got going on so far. And then I got this little rascals in the backyard. They really want to come outside because they see the bigger dog Silver with me. Yeah, they're separated. We got some little puppies in the back. Can we zoom in? Say hi to those guys in the back. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm out here in Maryland. I really wanted to show you that apple tree. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cultivating the crop while this little guy tag along. We're really supposed to be going for a run. We're really supposed to be going for a run, but I figured I should put this in the ground first. Boom. So that's it. It's in the ground. And now we're about to, yeah, make it happen. What up, OG? What up, Al? How is everything? How is everything going? Morning, morning, morning. It is 6:21 this morning. I'm up already, about to go for this morning run. I'm going to take the dogs with me. I'm only taking one. I don't feel like dragging 3 dogs on my morning run, on my morning routine. And I got to cut all this grass. Yeah, I got to do a lot. I have to do a lot. So what I'm really trying to do right now is basically, since a lot of y'all seem to be liking my dog videos, they keep watching it, but they don't ever. Anyhow, if you do like those videos and you like the music on the background, it is some of my records. Look how grown my grass is. Look at this shit. Yeah. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all this. Sheesh. Who's gonna cut this grass? Me, I guess. Look at those rascals over there. Yeah, I guess I am gonna be the one cutting the grass. They barking at me because they know whenever I come around, good things come around, like food, water, walks, treats. Yeah, this is my little garden. I'm still working on a lot of things. I'm planting all these crops so the dogs need to be where they are. This space is all for watermelons and all this fruits I'm trying to grow. But let's go see these rascals over here. Yeah. People are laughing at my dog house. They're laughing at my dog's cage. Really? 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 So, this is one set. Definitely separated. You have these guys separated. Let me step back. Blackie, stop it. You know you can't get out. Hey, no. No, you know you can't get out. Well, I got to seal this up a little bit better because she keeps trying. And yeah. I'm going to let them out very soon, though, but that is not what we're doing right now. You see all this right here? These are all like materials because a lot of the wood I use for building this little doghouse, I didn't really purchase a lot of them. These are just leftover pieces that I had from different projects. And I have a friend who does a lot of home improvement. So he always have all these pieces. And he's like, yo, you could grab some of them and use them for whatever you want to use them for. So that's what's going on. Yeah. I just want to see the babies. I just want to see the babies. I just want to see the babies. Blackie, stop it. Anyhow, I'm about to go for a run, and I just want to show you these guys. Yeah. So, it's definitely feeding time. I'm going to give them some food. I'm going to take Silver for a run through the trail in my neighborhood, and yeah. And that's it, guys. I just want to show you this little setup. All my dogs chilling with my gooms. All my dogs can be tamed. That's a lyric from one of my records. Anyhow, if you like the video, continue to watch. Check out YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel at Scar Niger. You're only seeing like 15-second videos on Instagram, but on YouTube, you get to see 20-minute video, 10-minute video, like longer videos, of course. All right, I'm going to let these dogs out, feed them. It's time for them to eat, and I'm going to go for my run. Thanks for watching. Only seeing like 15-second videos on Instagram, but on YouTube, you get to see 20-minute video, 10-minute video, like longer videos, of course. All right, I'm going to let these dogs out, feed them. It's time for them to eat, and I'm going to go for my run. Thanks for watching.